mining in SpaceBourne 2 is very easy and very profitable. And in today's video, I'm gonna go through everything you need to know to be an expert space miner. Everything from signing up, talking about equipment, going out mining your first asteroid with a little handheld laser, to upgrading to mining ships, talking about the mining drones, how do they work, all the equipment that they come with, and all the equipment you can buy and upgrade, rank progression, everything you need to know about mining in SpaceBourne 2. Are you also struggling to find the perfect gift for family, friends, or loved one? Then check out today's sponsor, Under Lucky Stars. Create your own custom star map showing the night sky at any place or any time. It's the perfect gift ideas for anniversaries, weddings, baby showers, or any other special life event. In fact, my wife and I brought one for a wedding a few years back that's now hanging over our bed. And if you go to the link starmap.d2ea.com, you will get 10% off your order. So, you want to be a space miner? Well, the first thing you will need to do is you need to sign up with the Miners Guild, as they're going to give you access to a lot of important equipment. Hit U on your keyboard and head up into the Guilds menu. Here you will find the Miners Guild down here. You can see I'm already signed up, but most importantly you need to look for the closest branch. It says the name of the system that you need to head to. So, find that system and go there. Once in system, hit T. And in here, you're going to be looking for basically the Miners Guild. As you can see, it is right here. So travel there and head on inside. When you're inside, you just head up the stairs, and there are basically 3 ways you can go here. Actually, only 2. You have the administration only. That's closed off. Can't go in there. Then you need to head down into the registration area. You can see that here. There's just across from the entrance from the hangars. And you're going to talk to this guy. From here, you can sign up, and that's pretty much all you have to do. You never have to talk to this guy again, as far as I know. Maybe when you rank up, I don't know yet. But anyway, other option that's probably the most important room is the Guild Market down here. Here you can buy various turrets and equipment, but the important stands are those over here, where when you sign up, you'll have access to these 2. This one for buying modules. Don't need to buy anything yet. More about those later. And here is for buying ships. Now, there's no ships in stock because I bought all of them. Because I made a ton of money with this. More importantly, for you to get started, as I said, don't buy anything yet. You don't need that. When you head in again to your character, you will now see that you have a basic mining beam equipped here. And with that beam, we're going to be making our first profit. So now we need to find some rocks, and rocks are easily find in asteroid fields, so likely there will be one in the system you're in. If not, you might have to jump to a neighboring system, but in my case there is one here. Distance is quite long, which is not ideal, but we'll talk more about that later. Left click to set the destination. You should all know all this by now, and we are going to take off and head out to the asteroid field. Arriving in the asteroid field, it's time to look for a good rock to mine. You will notice that the rocks, you can see here how they're kind of lined up in like in like circles. So you can just basically fly in a straight line from rock to rock. What you're gonna do is you're just gonna fly up to the rock, and you can see that some of them will have these patches. You can see there's these gray patches. That's mineable ore. Now, the gray ones here, this one is probably coal or something not very valuable, not something we want to spend our time on. So we're just going to move on to the next one. We're going to be looking for gold. So you can see here again, gray patches, not what we're looking for. We're just going to move on to the next one. Here we have some, that's probably iron with the lighter patch there. Oh, there we go. Look at that one. It's very clear when you find it. That is gold right there. That's what we're looking for. That's where the money is. So park your ship, press and hold G, and we're going to go and EVA over to the rock if I can find it. There's the rock. Okay, good. Now, one thing that's important to note is that the way the game is made is there is, in fact, a up and a down. So you can't just walk on any side of the asteroid. So try to find a patch that's kind of on the up side of the asteroid, if that kind of makes sense. So like this patch, actually this one up there, that's perfect. Couldn't be better. So this patch here would be perfect. So again, hit G to turn off the jetpack. Press tab on your keyboard to get out your mining laser. Now with the mining laser, you can now begin to mine. Now you can see here as I'm hovering over, it says gold here, and it says stone out here. With my scroll wheel, I can swap between power and efficiency. I can basically have less power but more efficient, or more power and be less efficient. So if we just go full power, you will see here, I can just begin to cut away this rock, and I'll cut away this rock super quickly. On the other hand, if I go the other way, I'll cut it away very slowly, but I will gather much more material. I found often to set it around like 70-75%, like this kind of area. I feel like it's a good balance between both actually having enough power to break the rock apart, but also getting some decent profit out of it. So all you have to do now, right click to zoom in, and then you just begin mining away, scraping away this material, and making sure you stay on the gold and don't spend too much time getting into the rock. If you do end up mining some undesirables, stuff that you don't want, for instance, I have some coal here, right click it and just click here on eject, and it will be out of your cargo. A little while later, my ship has now reached capacity, and I made a great big hole in this asteroid here. So now it's time for us to head back. G to activate the jetpack, and back to the ship and back to the mining outpost. While we're heading back, I just want to talk about that experience that you've been collecting, because it actually shows up in two different places. First of all, if you head into your character screen and you go into to talents, you will see here that your adventure skill will begin to level up. The other place that will show up is if you head over to the guild tab, you will also see that you begin to collect rank progression as you gain adventure experience. So experience collected through mining also shows up as rank progression for the Miners Guild. Back inside the Miners Guild, we are gonna head back down to the guild market down here. Head over to this console here, and we can go to sell. We can see all our gold here is divided into stacks of maximum of 99. Now if we click sell, and we just click the little double plus here down, you can see that it just sells the entire stack. You can also just click sell all. But notice here there's both a station tax and a Miners Guild tax. The station tax, I don't believe we can do much about that, but the Miners Guild tax, of course, we can lower by ranking up with the Miners Guild. But this batch here is going to give me 122. If we go to sell all, we can see here that my total profit for this run was 207,000 credits. So we're just going to go sell that, and now we are very, very happy. Once you have enough money, you're going to need around 400,000 or something like that. You can head in here to the ship market. But you should see a ship similar to the one you can see here, actually listed as a fighter. I'm pretty sure it should be a transporter or a cargo ship. When I bought it, I don't think that might be a bug. I'll just go and check that in a second. And what you want to make sure is that on the perks has this Misactor, I think Misactor, that's how you pronounce it. That's what you're going to be looking for. That's the interesting one that we're going to be using. That's what's going to level up our mining game. The other thing you then want to go and do after you got yourself that ship is you also want to head over here, and you want to buy a mining laser, a gatherer, and a Medactor's system, because you don't need one of each. Now, as you can see here, there's not really a whole lot of stats on them. Same with the gatherer system. In this case, there is only one left, but again, on your way out, you should see this ship hangars. Go in here, click call ship, and then call your new ship in like so. So we make sure that that is the one on the landing pad. We're gonna head into services, and in here, you will see here, just next to exit, you will see the Misactor menu. Go in here, make sure your equipment is equipped. By default, it should be sitting out here. Just click it in, make sure that is fitted, and now we are ready to go and make some real money. Back in the asteroid field, one of the things that this ship has as an advantage is it has a scanner that can actually scan the asteroid. So as we move up closer to an asteroid now, you will see a little info card pop up. There we go. So you can see here on the top that it says that this one contains coal. We don't want coal. We're not interested in coal. So we're gonna move on. Oh, there we go, platinum. See, now that is more like it. That's what we're looking for. This is where the real money is. Well, platinum is more value per unit you mine. So you mine, like, your credits per time spent is better. But it's also more dense. That means, or not more dense, it's actually less dense. That means it takes up more cargo space. So you're gonna have to make more trips back and forth. But we can kind of move around that a little bit by optimizing our route. I'll show that later. But for now, just park your ship. And now it's time for us to deploy our Misactor. You do that by pressing the 4 key on your keyboard. And you will deploy this little lovely, lovely drone. Now, you have a number of tools available on this. First of all, L, turn on the lamps, just so we can actually see something when we move inside the rock, because we're going to begin to burrow our way inside. Now, You can see here under the lamp out here on the right, you have a number of tools. You swap between those with the scroll wheel. You have the tunneler, you have the worms, and you have bombs. Now, the worms, as I understand it, is the ones that you're supposed to use when it comes to where the ore is inside this rock. So ideally, you would like fire a worm, and you will see this worm slowly begin to like dig its way into the asteroid, and then it should turn red when it encounters a deposit. You can fire worms in from multiple angles to check it. I often found that even though they do find the deposit, as I will find them inside the deposit later if I begin mining, they just have a tendency to disappear. They disappeared. So that kind of tells me that the fact it disappeared so quickly that it must be right there. Can't be far in. So what we're going to do is we're going to tunnel our way in, and for that we can use the tunneler. Middle mouse button. Boom. There we go. And it's going to begin basically digging a tunnel for us into the asteroid. And you can see here, there is actually our worm that hit the deposit. And if we move in here, you'll see we have now hit this like blue-red colored. That's what we're looking for. This is where the real money is. So we're going to move in here. And and this is going to be counterintuitive because your mining laser is on your right and your collector is on your left, but use your left button to activate the mining laser on the right. There we go. That is now mining away, as you can see. And as you mine away here, you will begin to see these like triangular icons popping up. There's one, platinum. So for that, you hold down the left mouse button to activate the collector, and it collects that up. You can see in the display at the bottom of the screen that we now have 3 platinum. So I usually just keep the left mouse button pressed down at all times, and then I try to keep the mining beam inside the platinum as much as I can. And now we just continue just as before. We are just mining this platinum. Okay, so I mined like 250 tons of platinum, which is way more than my ship can carry. But there's a reason behind the math, as I'll go and I'll show you here in a minute. Just go back, dog up your misactor. And you see now ship overloaded. Let's just jump in and take a look at it. First of all, let's get rid of the stone. We don't need that. But you can still see here, I'm more than twice overloaded for what the ship can actually carry. So I have way more platinum than I can actually carry. Now, it's not really a problem. We can still fly. It's just going to be a little slower. You can see here we get a warning that said ship is overweight, warp speed slowed by 87%. So that means we're going to be warping extremely slowly on our way back. Now the time spent warping, I think, outweighs the time that otherwise I would have to have come back out here again, but also the going in and selling and all that stuff. Especially when I go more than twice overweight, I think it actually, like, I like have these longer trips, but you can, I think there's no upper limit. You can just keep filling up and up and up, and it won't go down further than 87% as far as I can see. So I'm just gonna spool up the engines here and start the warp back. This is also why when you are mining, try to find a system where the distance from the asteroid field to your cell location is as short as possible, because if you are gonna do as I do here and fly overweight, then the shorter travel time is just going to mean you don't waste as much time flying back. Okay, we're back, and let's just go to sell all. Let's see what we make. Oh, there we go. Look at that. Now that's nice. 431, almost 32,000 TU. Let's just go sell that. That's a very, very healthy amount of profit right there. This is, I think, a very profitable way. I haven't tried all the different career paths in the game yet. Stay tuned for that. By the way, if you want to see some of the others, I think the next one I want to go and explore is, well, exploration. We can see, just from reading the ranks, we can see we have hidden structures, we can find space anomalies and wormholes also that we can go into. That sounds like something I want to go and spend some time on as well. But that's probably going to be in a future video. For now, thanks a lot for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please do consider to go and subscribe to the channel. And also next time, I will see you guys in space.